I will be introducing my wife officially today.
It's not me now.
So I can just mention them a few. I don't need so many celebrities in my show. It's a show that I just want my good audience to come and have fun. In the house, Major Okonko is coming through. Akothee anakuja, by the way. Churchill himself will be. Maybe now we can open up the questions.
Okay, yes. I want to say thank you to the international stand-up comedians. I want to remind you guys that Kenya is a home of international stand-up comedians. Yeah. And welcome back home. Eric, thank you for your hospitality. Just to add one more, I'm going to start up with this conversation. I want to ask a question to Tricky directly. Because we've seen most of international comedian artists coming to Kenya. Most of them end up sleeping in B&Bs, but we've seen if given our artists, our guests, a platform whereby they can get an experience of a 5-star hotel. Why Tricky?
I think it's time that we show we respect the value that it's in artists. It's good that we respect them, and it's good that you give them the best of a stay when they come over to visit. I've visited several countries before, and they've treated me like a king. So I want to get back. I went to South Sudan, they treated me well. I went to Rwanda, they treated me so well. So when they were coming, I had to do something for them. So I had to look for a good place like the Clarion, and I talked to the management, and we came up with a good deal, and here we are. Because I want them to feel valued around.
Yeah. All right, thank you so much. The floor is open to you guys. Maybe we can raise our hand if you want to say something, you can ask a question. I don't know where we can start from. Yeah?
So my question is...
It's good to introduce yourself.
My name is Daphne Amisi, and I wanted to ask, which criteria were you using when choosing comedians and those people that will attend the show, like some of the celebrities?
Thank you. That's what's up.
Thank you so much. Now, back to your question. You had asked about what criteria I used when I was coming up with this lineup.
Yeah, and also some of the celebrities expected to be there.
Okay. The criteria was very simple for me. I have a dream, and I'm on a mission. So I wanted to bring on stage some different taste of comedy. I wanted our audience to experience what is happening outside Kenya. So that's why I settled for these guys from East and Central Africa. I didn't want to replicate what our audience already have in the country. I wanted them to sit down and have that experience of what a Nigerian has for us, what a Tanzanian guy has for us. And as Dr. Hillary said, we want to dissolve these boundaries using comedy and art. Because at the end of the day, art should be used to connect people and put them on the same platform and make them enjoy and share their stories. So that is my mission. That's why I invited these guys from outside. And just to back up the show, I had to invite my friend Mitch. We've grown together from scratch, and Nasra from Kenya. The celebrities who will be coming over, I just talk about the ones who have confirmed. So I can just mention them a few. I don't need so many celebrities in my show. It's a show that I just want my good audience to come and have fun. I think Garden Angel will be coming with his sweetheart. I also think Bahati will be in the house. Major Okonko is coming through. Akothee anakuja, by the way. Churchill himself will be there, but as an audience and as a bazoo now. He's not coming there to host. Sasa yeye anatuachia kidogo tumchekeshe. Just a few, but to mention.
Daktari, why comedy and you have a profession?
Oh, you're very concerned. No, I still practice. But then there's I find art cannot survive without science, and science cannot survive without art. So I feel it's a good mix. You know how they say laughter is the what?
Medicine.
Is the best medicine. So I'm like the ambassador.
So, no, you are the whole pharmacy.
The whole So I think it's a good thing to make people laugh, to make people happy, but also at the same time to improve our medical systems in East Africa. So yes, It's just trying to find a balance of art and science.
Why circuit, and how long will it take to
Cool.
have the show?
Good question. Circuit, I derived that name from my my engineering classes. A circuit, but everybody knows about a circuit. A simple circuit is made up of components which are put together, and at the end of the day, we have power. So for me, a circuit is in two dimensions. Number one, these are different components from different phases of the world or else of the continent, and we are coming together and we will be connected through laughter to produce some power or else to shed some light. That is the deep meaning of the circuit. That factor of this not happening once. I will host these guys today. Tomorrow, the circuit is moving to somewhere else. So next we'll be here and announcing that we are all going to Tanzania, Arusha, with Nalimi hosting us. Next, we move to Rwanda. Jafet will host us. Next, we go to Nigeria. Phronesis will be hosting us. So this is a group of guys who are sharing a common dream. And we are coming together to have this happen time and again, not just once.
Pretty sure at the event you're going to have a red carpet.
Yes.
And of course, your audience will be expecting you to walk in with somebody special, somebody like your better half, maybe to flavor the event. Should we expect her to be shown today?
I will be introducing my wife officially today.
It's not me now. Why you?
LGBTQ.
Why is he looking at you?
I know, but I'm doing my wife.
Because I'm scared of Nigerian men.
Can still.
Nigerian men in Nairobi, we know you guys. We don't introduce our girlfriends near Nigerian. I don't know.
They live in churches.
Yeah? Officially after the show, there will be a very big cake cutting session and we'll be celebrating this dream. And at that moment, if you miss the show, you'll miss everything. And you'll never see her anywhere because we want to record this for everybody. Just live.
So you just show her and then you hide her.
Yes, I'm backstage.
Maybe I'll get her number. Okay.
Yes.
And is she Kenyan?
And I'm serious, by the way, because I should get married this year.
Is she from Kenya?
She's Kenyan, but she looks like a Rwandese.
MC Tricky.
Yes.
Hakuna perform bado Churchill show.
Very good question. Churchill show happens frequently, like weekly or monthly. I will be very much on stage. On Churchill show, I will be rehearsing for the specials because this tricky comedy circuit will be happening quarterly in a year, the way we have planned it. So comedy is just like wine, they say. The more you be on stage, the finer you get. Yeah.
See,
Yes, sir.
you mentioned that to introduce your girlfriend. So
My wife, my friend, not
your
girlfriend.
wife. Your wife.
I have so many girlfriends, but today is my wife.
Maybe you can tell us if we should expect Rubebi here. And
Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention. Rubebi is coming through the show. Yeah, she will be around. Najua your question. Nimeikaunt kabla afikie question.
Is she one of your girlfriends?
Don't worry, come to the show, you will know.
Call Eric Omondi, the president of comedy. We haven't heard of you maybe mentioning him. Maybe you can tell us more about the invitation.
Why should I mention him? This show is about MC Tricky and Tricky Comedy Circuit. This is not Eric Comedy Circuit, so I don't know. I don't have any reason to mention him unless you have an issue that you want me to.
I mean.
Oh yeah, I've invited all my fellow comedians in Kenya and they are all coming through. That one is for my fellow comedians. They always come.
It's a given.
It's like obvious they will come.
Do you feel like he's the president of comedy, maybe?
No, I don't feel so
Why?
because in comedy there's no president. You are as good as your last performance. I might be the president today and this guy becomes the president the next hour.
And you know Ugandans, we don't leave.
Oh, by the way. Once you
Become president.
Comedy is not like politics that you get votes and you be president. No, comedy is everybody's a president at their own time on stage. Even an upcoming comedian can be a president.
Okay, just to add up on that question.
Yes.
We know probably since I'm pretty sure you are also inviting Eric Omondi to the show.
Yes.
Yeah, and you know, whenever he shows up at a particular place, there must be protocol, regions for security,
Mm.
security dogs here and there.
Mm.
Have you been able to provide all of that for Eric Omondi?
Provide what?
Security dogs. Security dogs.
No.
Sniffer dogs.
This is not a Sarakasi show. There's no room for that nonsense. This is a tricky comedy circuit. And let me tell you something. That's something that we are working on. We want to sanitize this industry, comedy industry. We want to provide content. Just content, nothing else. I know this, what do you call it?
Showbiz.
Mutandao. Showbiz is very important. But I think content is most important. So for me, I'm not for any showbiz. I don't need dogs in my show for my show to happen. I just need content. You understand? Because I know this content, once I package it well, it will sell even 5 years later. But I do some showbiz today. I bring a pregnant girl on stage. It will just elapse in 2 weeks. So I always fight for content. And that's what I'm working on. Nimekuwa na mademu wengi, so nimekuwa nikijaribu kufikiria demu gani. So you have to take time. Huwezi tu kimbilia mtu. Marriage is a serious craft. Si eti ni kitu ya kukimbilia. Are you married? Unaona sasa. Of course you have already answered yourself. The main challenge is that how much I have spent. That is the main challenge, of course, of having such a big gig like this. It's always the capital to run everything. Doing an event is very expensive. In fact, it's very expensive. So I can't quantify the amount of money, but if you interview me after the show tomorrow, I'll be having a figure. But so far, millions have been spent. I think I started, when you're coming up with something like this, you have stages or phases. You have to start with the getting the whole idea being born, and then trying to pull strings slowly by slowly. You can't just organize all these things in 1 week. You have to take time. So I can say this idea was born a long time ago, but pole pole. Then now the actualization started, I can say, December last year. That's when now I made the decision of I will be holding it 31st of March. That's when I started preparing for this show.
We've not had so many comedians from Rwanda. Why is that? And do we have comedy shows in Rwanda? Maybe you can tell us much about that.
Thank you. I don't know, because maybe I think here, but here you've had Arthur. Arthur has been here.
Yes, Arthur has been around.
Yeah. Has been here, but I think Rwanda is we are one of the smallest countries. I think we are now.
No, you are the smallest, not one of.
No, there are others.
Like.
What about Burundi? Maybe there are other countries which are in the same class with us.
Rwanda is the smallest.
We are there.
Let's move on.
The president is aware of our names. All of us.
You don't
He has a roll call.
I think
Like
they have
Japheth
a
has
WhatsApp
gone
group.
out.
You
They have a
can see you and call you by
Japheth
your
has
name.
left.
So the reason why I think it is just like this, I can call it a revolutionary movement.
When you leave the country.
Because that's why I have come out. Because you sometimes sit and say that you have made it dominated, you have done a lot of things in your country. But at the end of the day, I don't think that you can sit and feel good when you are maybe posting your content and you see it is only Kenyans who are watching it. You need also to see that, sometimes maybe on your monetizations you check, you say, are they watching? Where are they watching? You feel like you're progressing.
Sure.
So back to my content now. That's what I thought about, and I was like, yes, we have one or two who are going in other countries, but there is some other comedians, because Rwanda before we are a very nice country to the point we are colonized with 2 countries, and from there French dominated. And as of this country, I think you guys are not a French country, like you are more of English. So we have other comedians who go to France and other countries where French is the main language. So to Kenyan issue now, we are all aware that Kenya is the best country when it comes to comedy. This is my dream coming true. That's why I'm telling everyone watching, as I'm not going to be joking with this, with my jokes. I will joke, but not joking with the jokes. So I've come out just to do this. That's why I'm here. I've been to Nigeria. I go to other places. I'm the first one. Maybe next time you can see another comedian from Rwanda. But now I want to hold the flag and show people that this is possible. And I know that after today's event, you're going to be the one stamping on it.
Wow.
So these are things that are led by the spirit things. Like we feel like you have to do this. We are more committed than even if comes one or millions, we are still committed. So to the point that I can't really explain why. It's just time. Maybe. Yeah.
Kigali is very clean. Comparing with Nairobi, how do you
Yeah,
think
we are
Nairobi-
clean in our pockets. We are clean. We are clean everywhere.
Your pockets are also clean.
Yeah, we are clean. Our bank accounts clean. Everything clean. And
That is funny.
Kenya,
Very funny.
Kenya, you guys have advanced. You guys have now. You've gone a little bit far. And
Even in the map, yeah.
And here you can remember that Rwanda, we have faced one of the tragedy. You guys are aware about genocide happened in Rwanda. It is not a civil war. It's a genocide against the Tutsi that happened in 1994. So this left the country in ashes. The government started to build from the scratch. Today, what Rwanda is doing is just trying to define itself again. We are trying to define ourselves again, from building from scratch every single field of life. So we started with, let's say, the human capital. Because we are an unlocked country, we are just investing in the skills. You see, I'm a comedian, I'm a radio presenter at the Rwanda Broadcasting Agency. I have done this, I have masters, I have to do comic, I do ABCD, just to set like some examples that my young generation, they are going to be like, we can do this and that. So from there, Kigali is clean, as you said, because that's all we have. We sell services, we sell customer care, hospitality, the guy can confirm.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
This guy can
Yeah,
for you,
Kigali
you
is very
can't.
clean. Yeah.
For you can't confirm anything.
Alright, Arnold.
So, and I think that's all I can say. But we are now committed enough. We are going far. Thank you.
Okay, this is Channel 77. Yeah, a question to our
Is
Nigerian
it an
brother.
Adventist?
Yes?
7.
that's the name of the channel.
Oh, sorry.
Not your church.
I thought it's a church.
thought it's a
7
church.
Adventist.
No. Yeah, the question goes to our Nigerian brother. You said you've been going around to Watamu and all over Kenya.
Looking for nothing.
Yeah, for 9 days, right?
Yes.
Yeah, what are you expecting tonight in terms of the show? And also, any joke that you've come up with that you can make us laugh as a warm-up as we prepare for the show? Just as here.
You're asking for too much. Hold your horses, my darling. Yes, the ability of I believe, which I've been having tea with some of my brothers here, and I realized something. Every unique comedian has the ability to create a joke on the spot, and then with us speaking, we've been laughing and having a chit chat. So it's impossible for me to have moved around everywhere from Watamu to Malindi, coming back to Mombasa, then back to Nairobi. I was using the SGR all through. I love to explore, so there have been a lot of jokes here and there, people I've met. So you're gonna hear some of them, but not now. What was the question again?
Yeah, what are you expecting tonight?
Oh, okay. We forget a lot in Nigeria. So. Tonight, I haven't been to the venue yet. We're going for a sound check. After all of this, and I've checked out the venue online, and it has a comedy feel. There are venues that are hostile to comedy shows. There are venues that once you get on stage, that this venue is embracing to comedy. From what I saw on pictures and videos, I think it's a very beautiful venue. And I'm expecting to be. I love to laugh a lot. Not just entertain. I love to sit and get blown away by multicultural jokes from my brother from Tanzania and Dr. Hilary from Uganda and Japheth from Rwanda and then Tricky. I've been watching Tricky's videos online as well. So I just love to hear things that are different from where I'm coming from, from our old president. Anyways, moving on to what
Talking about president, the question goes to Tricky.
Yes.
Now, what's your take about our current state of the country? Do you think if this continues, you're going to go to the state that Rwanda was in 1994, the genocide?
Of course, no one wishes for that. I don't think if we can get there, things will be solved. I'm very optimistic.
Are you
Things
for
will.
Baba?
Why are you asking me political affiliations here? You unataka watu wote wa serikali